All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Fern's World, the podcast that brings you behind the scenes look at becoming an entrepreneur. Episode of Fern's World. My name is Fernando, and this is my show or my journey on becoming a successful entrepreneur. All right. On today's episode, we're going to discuss about SEO. What is it? Why is it important? Why do we need it? Also, we're going to ensure how to improve it and how to make sure that your search engines are actually finding your page. Okay, so let's begin. SEO, right? SEO means search engine optimization. You're like, okay, that makes sense. Search engine optimization, all that is you finding the correct words or finding the correct ways to attract people or this search engine to your website. I like to give a quick example or an idea of what that might look like. So let's bring it down. Let's break it down to this. I like to think of SEO and search engines, right? Internet search engines as the Google car, right? Have you guys ever seen the Google car where they're driving on each road, back roads, alleys, trails, whatever the case may be, and Google is recording all this information, right? Putting it all in information, logging in the exact spot they found it in, the exact time, and so on and so forth, right? Well, SEO, the search engine optimization, is the road signs to that certain spot. So for example, if we're looking for, San Diego, all the signs that connect you, all the signs that you have to follow and read to get to San Diego is the SEO. And the search engine is the Google car. Okay. I don't know if that resonates with all y'all, but there's pretty much all kinds of examples, but that's my example that kind of gets in my head a little bit better. So now that you understand where that's coming from, why is it important? Well, search engines are designed to find the most unique, most factual, and the most information for the user at that time. So if a user is looking for white Bengal tigers, the search engines are going to find or are going to locate or remember where they found that information. And if it has enough information about Bengal tigers, unique videos, pictures, enough unique content from that they're going to be the first ones to be shown to the user. Okay. Last episode, I talked to you about how to write blogs, right? And how it's important to have the most information, the most unique information. Well, SEOs is the same way. Except SEOs is more like your signs, your road signs to the rest of the internet looking for your information, right? How you improve your SEO is by adding unique factual content and not just by like 2-3 sentences. I mean, if you are let's go back to Bengal tigers. If you are a long fan of Bengal tigers and you think you're the most informative, and you only have like one article about Bengal tigers and it happens to be your high school report, there's a good chance that that's not enough information for the search engines to bring people your way. Whereas compared to someone like a zoo that has constant pictures and videos and reviews and intimate conversations with other trainers of the Bengal tigers, stuff like that, that search engine is gonna bring it to them, right? They're gonna bring it to the person with the most information. So search engine optimization is definitely key for you when it comes to creating the right punctuation, creating the right words, anchor words, and just make it super easy for the search engine to find your page. Now, that being said, if say for example, you have 3 pages of your business site, the home page, the about page, and the service page, right? If you don't have the information in the proper pages of your website, it could be really confusing for the search engines, and the search engines won't be able to properly give that information to your users or your future customers. So again, it's very important for you to make sure all your I's are dotted, all your T's are crossed, and make sure your may I's and may U's are all in that articles. Okay, I'm gonna jump in and show you how to make sure that your website is being crawled or searched by the search engines. So let's dive in real quick. All right, so I already have a bunch of stuff up here, and I have my video. I'm sorry for that. That's stopping some things now. The last episode we talked about blogs. Now, last time went on blogs, we went to iWriter. Now, iWriter had already made me a blog, or I paid for a blog for them to write me, it was the 5 steps on how to write a blog, right? So I downloaded it, and now I'm making sure that there's not, copyright issues. Make sure that there's not enough. Make sure there's enough words. Make sure that it makes sense, because these guys that you buy blogs from, you want to make sure you're on it with that, because you don't know what they might be copying or pasting themselves, and then you get screwed over on your website. So it's very beneficial for you to read all your content, make sure that it gets to the point what you want to convey to your customers or your users, right? So you have all this here. Now, I'm showing you this because look at all the information that is found on a blog, right? All this information is really good when it comes to first article blog, right? For your first blog article, your font, your color, all that stuff is super important when it comes to search engine optimization, because the search engines are going to find, if there's a user out there that asks them, how should the layout be? How should the theme be, right? How should the color be of a blog? All this is super important information. So when you have users going on the internet and finding, your user yourself, right? You are familiar on how to find and locate information, right? Well, all this stuff is super important when it comes to making sure that your SEO is on point. Okay, so I'm only showing that for that reason. Now I'm going to go back to Income School, and I'll show you there's other cool things. This is the one page, or this is the one video that I like from Income School. How long does it take to rank on Google? It talks a little bit more about what to expect from search engines such as Google to rank you on a page, right? We all want to be on the first page, because if you're looking for tigers and you happen to be a savant on tigers, you want to be on that first page so people can start looking for you, right? These guys talk a little bit about how long it takes to be ranked, what you need to do to rank. I definitely recommend these guys. Now, I have an idea how SEO works, but these guys have done it for years upon years upon years, and they give you a better idea if I can explain it to you. Okay, moving right along. Okay, if you know anything about SEO, say you are an expert SEO, you should know what Google Search Console is. Console is. It's hard to say that word. Anyways, this is what Google uses to show you that it crawled your website or searched your website for all your information, right? How you do that, there's ways. You gotta list it to your property. Once you name it to your domain, once you set it up with Google Console is pretty much is gonna show me from here on out that it's searching my stuff, right? I'm not gonna go through the process with that. It's a bit of a lengthy process, but it's simple as far as copying and pasting it and putting it into your web page, copying and pasting it and put it on the Google Console, and it'll find it for you. Okay, I'm gonna move this down a bit here. As you can see, they'll tell you the performance. It tells you, oh, it looks like there's a bit of a peak here. I don't know what the peak is from. Oh, I had one click in Tuesday, March 10th. See, that's cool. It even tells you the coverage. Looks like 39 pages. Google has definitely constantly been searching my pages, and looks like it's gone up to 35, 39 valid. No errors there. That's good. All this stuff right here, right? It's important because this is really where I want to take you. Now, on each website, this is my website, by the way, localloyalclientsllc.com, right? Now, what's so important about this sitemap, right? The sitemaps is pretty much the skeleton of your whole website, of your whole web page. If you have your own business or whatnot, and you're downloading websites and stuff like that, you want to make sure you submit your sitemap to Google Console, right? Google Console will then console will then search it for you. We'll search the whole web page. That's right now I have I think I have 10 pages. I'm sorry, 15 different pages on my Google, on my local loyal clients. And it makes sense because I have 15, blogs here for each one to be checked up. So sitemaps is super important. You put it in here and download it, and it'll tell you if it searched everything, or if it got it submitted, so it can search all your web page. Okay, coverage here. Simple things you need to see. When you see errors in the coverage on the Google Console, you will have, it's pretty much telling you that it didn't get searched or didn't get crawled effectively. But for me, I have 3939. I'm good to go. As you can see, that there's not been a whole lot of people going to my page. Oh snap! Look, maybe I lied. Looks like the average here. Yeah, see, I get like a 1 click. Again, this whole show is about me improving these performances, if you will. But there you have it. That's how you look up. That's what SEO is. That's how you got to improve it. That's what it's for, and that's how you can make sure that your search engine is making sure they search your web page or your website. Okay. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, please comment below. I'll definitely go a little bit more in depth with this. But as of right now, this is just a quick little episode to show you that what SEO is, how important SEO is, and how you can where you can improve it and how you should improve it for your own website. Yeah, other than that, that concludes my episode 5 SEOs. Hope you liked it, and if you didn't get enough information, let me know. I'll dive more in depth with this stuff. Meanwhile, other than that, you have a wonderful day or life, and God bless. We will see you until next time.